Hey y'all, it's me, Tiffany, with For the Love of Creating for You. So tonight's piece is a 16 by 20 mixed media piece with textured fluid art, and I am going to show you how I mix my paint here. The pouring medium that I'm using tonight is Floetrol that I purchased from my local hardware store, and in the paint in the cups I have paint already inside of the cups, and I'm using a recipe that calls for 40% paint and 60% pouring medium, and I'm using a strainer that I like to use when I'm using the Floetrol, just because sometimes the Floetrol has clumps in it, and that way if you use the strainer you won't have clumps in your paint. This Floetrol is American Floetrol. It is not Australian Floetrol, okay? So this is American Floetrol here. I poured a little bit too much in that first cup, so I just took and poured some out into another cup. We don't want to overuse our products. We want to, be as frugal as we can with our products. So I have my large popsicle stick here. If you do not have large popsicle sticks, you can use a regular size popsicle stick, or you can use a plastic spoon, plastic knife, whatever you have on hand to mix your paint is perfectly fine. I just like to use the large popsicle sticks. They do a very good job with mixing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix the paint, and the consistency that I'm looking for is somewhat of like a honey consistency. I'm mixing, I'm scraping the sides, I'm scraping the bottom of the cup just to make sure that I get all the Floetrol and the paint mixing well together here. And I would like to not have a large mound of paint in my cup. You want it to kind of flow like honey. If it makes a mound and the mound disappears, you have a very good consistency of your paint. So you guys, I'm going to continue to mix these, and I did speed my video up ×2. The brand paint that I am using tonight is DecoArt paint, and DecoArt is one of my favorite brands to use. We are almost done mixing, and this is white, so you won't see any color in that one. It is a satin enamel white DecoArt brand in that cup. So the colors that I have here is a neon yellow, a metallic blue, a satin enamel white, a red, and the last color will be a neon orange. I really love this neon orange. Once mixed well with the Floetrol, it is so pretty to me. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Okay, so we're getting ready to start the project now. I'm going to move the camera a little bit to adjust it to where you have a good view of the project here. Now this is a piece that I have had for a while that did not sell, so I have decided to pour over it. And tonight I was feeling a little like I wanted to create something with lots and lots of texture and color. So this is what we're going to use tonight. We're going to use the fire glass chunks that I just showed you, and we're going to use some metallic gold spray paint as well. And what I'm doing now is I'm layering the colors in a cup. And if you notice, I have my cup tilted a little to the side so that as they are layered, they won't mix completely together. I kind of want the layers to stay separated from each other. So I will continue to layer the colors in the cup. We're almost there with the layering. I just want to do a quick little last layer just to make sure I have enough paint in my cup to cover the canvas. And that's my cup. Isn't it pretty? Now we're getting ready for the fun, you guys. So here we go. I had to come on the other side of the table. That is my metallic gold spray paint that I am going to spray over the textured parts of the piece just to give it a little definition. Please always remember to follow the manufacturing instructions when you're using spray paint. I do have a face mask on to protect me from breathing in any harmful fumes that the spray paint does let off, and I do have ventilation inside of my studio as well. So now, as you see, I am pouring the paint into the areas around the textured metallic places on the canvas. And y'all, the colors are so pretty. I used some very, very vibrant colors tonight. I think the colors themselves are just eye candy. Okay, I really do. So I'm torching this piece just a little bit, but to be honest, you really don't have to torch this type of artwork because you're going to actually put down the beautiful fire glass chunks. And if there's any air bubbles or anything in this, you will not be able to see them due to your embellishments with the glass. So I am just going to fill in my spaces with the glass chunks. Now I do have the paint on here really thick, and I have it on here thick for a reason. When I'm putting the fire glass chunks down with the paint still wet, it serves as a great adhesive to keep the fire chunks glass in place. You guys, I just love yummy textured art pieces. So with this piece, you will have the yummy texture and also the luxury of a great shimmer. I recently completed a piece called Hip Hop Abstract. It is currently in my art gallery at tiffanysungalleries.com. Go take a look at it. The texture is yummy. The shimmer is just beautiful. You will love it. And don't forget to subscribe to the gallery as well, okay? Leave me your email address. Let's connect, okay? You guys, I ran out of the glass chunks, so I'm going over to get another container. I have more than one container here. One technique to remember when applying your glass chunks into the paint, make sure that they are flat enough to where when the paint dries, it will adhere really well. It will stick in really well and won't fall off as the paint dries, okay? And I'll show you the technique that I use at the end of this to show you how you can assure that all of your pieces are flat into the paint. I didn't want any of the glass chunks to get in the metallic gold textured pieces. So look at that glitter. So this is the glitter that I am going to be using on that piece. It is somewhat of a jade green chunky style glitter. And when I tell you, you guys, it's some eye candy for you. It is definitely some eye candy. I can't wait to show you guys the close-up of this piece. You're gonna love it. I'm actually just applying the glitter over where I have the glass chunks to give it an extra shimmer. So I'm going over the whole piece, but I'm not covering any of the metallic gold textured pieces that we already had down. I'm just using the glitter over the pieces where I have the fluid paint located. You guys, I'm so excited. You're gonna love this piece. I promise. I was just adjusting some of the glass because I don't want any glass to be hanging off of the edges, because it would make it difficult to frame if the glass is hanging off the edges. Now I'm getting ready to use my large popsicle stick to just kind of press down the glass and the glitter. And this is my trick that helps me make sure that the glass is secure into the paint. I just kind of go over it lightly and press down to make sure the pieces are flat, and that way I won't lose any of the pieces when the paint actually dries. You guys, we are just about done with this piece. So get ready for the close-up. It's coming soon. You're gonna love it. And here you go. Here's the close-up. Look at that shimmer. Look at that shine. Look at that glass. It is beautiful. I love it. I love how the neon colors dance together with each other. I love how this glitter is just reflecting the colors and the light. I mean, it's beautiful. Look at that metallic gold. Y'all, I love it. I really do. I hope you do too. And I want to thank you so much for taking the time out to watch me create something tonight. I hope you do the same thing. I hope you were able to learn some techniques. I hope I inspired you to go create something. And I hope you get a chance to visit TiffanySuttonGalleries.com very soon. Thanks for watching.